Hey, and welcome to a very unexpected great buy. Just getting home from work. As you can see, I got the uniform on. It's a little late at night, but after work, I decided to head into Walmart, literally just to get a drink or something. And as usual, I plan to check out the Blu-rays, DVDs, etc., etc. And as I was walking by the cashiers, generally the entrance that I go in, there's almost always right on the right hand side before you hit the cashiers some kind of DVD or Blu-ray specials that are going on. And they had, I think there were $7 Blu-rays for the most part. Stuff like Taken, or what else did they have? They had The Shooter and what else was there? Unknown. Okay action flicks and stuff like that. I kind of... Wrath of the Titans was there, and that other one, Clash of the Titans. And, it was one of those things where I was kind of tempted to look at, but I wasn't really, I was hem and hawing, not really quite there, so I just, no. But, I headed towards, basically, you go past the cashiers, and then there's whatever the big release is, there will be a display for that. Right now, what was it? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Action flick of some sort. It was, used to be RoboCop, and now it is... Oh my god, I can't remember. But whatever the action flick that just came out was, that's what was there. I was actually expecting to see the Lego Movie as a display there, but it wasn't. But on my way past, to go to this place and then cut up towards the entertainment section, there's usually a bin of, the $5 Walmart DVDs. And normally I just sort of go by it and whatever, don't really care much about it, don't think about it. But this time I decided to take a look. And right off the bat I saw a movie and I was like, what is that? Oh, I'm going to check this out. What is it? It's got Wilmer Valderrama in it. Huh, so I'm reading the back and I'm like, okay, this kind of sounds like an interesting film. For $5, I'd be okay with picking that up. And then I flipped it over. And it didn't say $5 on it. It said 94 cents. So I immediately look at the price tag that's on this bin. It's a bin of 94-cent movies. And I'm like, what? So I'm going through this, right? I'm looking for anything that might pique my curiosity, and I ended up with like a good stack of DVDs, so I had to whittle it down, even at $1. I mean, like, this is cheaper than the thrift store, right? So it's essentially Dollarama prices, and even sometimes in Dollarama it's $2 or $3. So this was all DVD, and it was essentially 90% of it was Echo Bridge, which usually has a lot of unknown, low-budget films. They're the ones that do all those like 12, 20, 30 movies packs type thing, and the quality is usually never very good, no matter what they release. So I started going through things, and whittled it down to 5 DVDs. Now, the first one is the one that caught my attention. It's widescreen, and it says right on it, recommended to fans of The Crow and Ghost Rider. This is from JoeHorror.com. I'm like, that's kind of cool. And that is El Muerte. Looks like a bunch of low-budget crud, but for $1, I don't care. I was willing to pay $5 for that thing. One of the things I picked up here is called Crusade in the Pacific. It's authentic World War II footage. There's 12 features worth of them. And I picked this up essentially because I wanted some DVDs with like stock footage. And so I picked this up. It's all bunch of, I'm guessing, newsreels and stuff and propaganda footage and some of the footage shot during the war. But it's essentially all from the Pacific campaign. So it's got, you know, stuff about Japan, Guadalcanal, the Aleutians, New Guinea, Bougainville. If you know anything about World War II and the Pacific campaign, all of those should mean something to you. So I'm interested to look at this. You know what? I doubt the quality is going to be nearly as good as, say, what was it? Time do us. I think they had a whole series on World War II with restored footage, and they spent a lot of time restoring old World War II footage and stuff. So I'm not expecting that kind of quality, but literally for $1, I figured, you know what, this is great, because I've been looking at it at other stuff, and it was $5. I think they've had them in the $5 bin where there was, you know, packages of wartime footage. So I figured, you know, for $1, I'll at least take a look and see if it's any good. The next DVD I picked up, believe it or not, I believe I own it on at least one, maybe two different DVD copies. I may own it on one or two different Blu-ray copies, but at $1 I had to pick up this version of it, and that's Trancers. Being a big, huge Full Moon fan, I had to grab this. Now Echo Bridge has released, well, I think they have the rights to a lot, if maybe the entire thing, I don't know, in Canada, of the Full Moon catalog. They've done the Demonic Toys and the Puppet Master films and stuff, and I think they're the ones who have basically I think it's a 1 or 2 DVD set with all the Puppet Master films. Yeah, like the quality is going to be any good in that. But I figured, you know what, Trancers single DVD, I want to compare it to what I already have and just see, you know, how Echo Bridge handled that one. You know, knowing that, you know, they didn't have to really compress the films to get a whole bunch of them onto one disc. It's essentially the exact same thing that Full Moon released. Well, I think it was that Australian company that Full Moon imported to sell. Yeah, anyways. If you know anything about the DVDs that Full Moon sells, you'll understand what I was going for there. Next one up is I saw the cover, the title of this, and I was like, I'm sold, I'm getting this. And it's an Asylum picture. I didn't know that when I picked this up. I didn't even know that until later on when I was, you know, looking at the back and checking it out while I was in Walmart, that it was from the Asylum. And this is the unrated version of, and I love these movies no matter what, Invasion of the Pod People. Yep, it's essentially a Body Snatchers ripoff of some sort, which is okay, because they will replace your body and devour your soul. I have no problem with that. In fact, I'm looking forward to it. And finally, something I have never seen, but I had to get it. It's from the animators who do The Simpsons. Has Hank Azaria in it. It says right on it, a zany cartoon feature for everyone who loves The Simpsons. That may be the case, that may not, but it's an animated film that I've never seen, never even heard of. For $1, I'm gonna watch The Immigrants, or just Immigrants. Yeah, so it's got Hank Azaria, Dan Castellaneta, Tom Kenny, Eric McCormick, Freddie Rodriguez, Larry Ann Newman, and Carl Lumbly doing, I'm guessing, the voice work in here. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be a lot of racial stereotype slurs and bad jokes, but I don't care. I am willing to watch it and maybe even get a laugh out of it. Who knows? But I love animation, and whenever I can find a new animated film I've never seen before, I always want to check it out. You know what? I can't say that I love all animation, because I don't like Dora the Explorer or her pal Diego, and some things are just a little too much for me in that regard. Maybe I'm a little too old. I'm not the target audience. But for the most part, if it's for kids, young adults, adults, or even for old fogies, though I don't know if that really is the case with any movie, the animated movie. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is, but yeah, when it comes to animation, I just love it. I love it no matter what it is. I gotta watch it. It's yeah, I don't know, love animated films and cartoons. Saturday mornings, man, that was my day. That was my day growing up. Saturday morning had the best. Of course, there was also cartoons after school, and even at lunch, though at lunch it was only the Flintstones. Kind of hated that. Get home, the only thing you'd watch would be Flintstones, and of course you've seen all the episodes already. But it's either that or Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, I was never a fan of Leave It to Beaver, so. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to, let you know, if you are, I'm guessing this would be a Canadian thing, head into your local Walmart, check it out. They may have the dollar bin there still. If it is, rummage through it. There's all sorts of weird movies. You've likely never heard of any of them. There was a bunch of action films that I had never heard of, but yeah, I had to narrow it down. Couldn't buy all the crap. I had to pick my crap. And you can pick some crap too. It's only $1. Crap's worth $1. Anyways, till the next video, guys and gals, take care. Have a good one.